Damn, I look so pale. Yesterday I looked like I was kind of warm, but the lighting today is kind of cool. We're gonna do a weekly roundup. No get ready with me today. I had a morning. I think we were gone for like almost 4 hours. Grace and I. I had a couple appointments at one place to get stuff done. Got that done, and she needed two things done. They said they couldn't do one today, so they did one, and then which was an X-ray. Good. She's flat-footed, so we're trying to like look more into like her ankle. Because I think the girls also got weak ankles, but we got an X-ray on one of her ankles, and then they were gonna do ultrasound Monday on her ankle. So we booked for that, and then I went on my weary way, and got some stuff done that I need to get done at the doctor's. And then I got a call from Matt, and I guess they called him like half hour later, like, oh, actually we can take her now. So I went and got her and sent her back to get the ultrasound on her ankle. Hopefully we can figure out, like, I think she needs orthopedics, I don't know. But she doesn't want to wear them because they're not cool looking. But anywho, yeah, so we did that. And then I was trying to figure out what to break my fast with. Because I haven't eaten well, I've eaten now, but I think it was like 22 hours since I last ate. And great, the kiddo wanted to go to Nellie's. So we went down to Nellie's. It was a walk. I didn't want to do it, but we went down to Nellie's and had a nice breakfast down there. Nothing like a home-cooked breakfast. It was really good. Anyways, now I'm home, and I have a list of things to do today. We're going to do this one first. Anyways, weekly roundup. If you're new here and you're like, what's weekly roundup? We just talk about all the makeup, or I talk about all the makeup that I've used this past week, and if there's anything that I want to get rid of, or, you know, things that I like don't really have thoughts on or do have thoughts on. We'll start with what's on my face. First things first, right now I have the REM Beauty gloss. I think it's called a Glossy Bomb. I like these. I have this one, which is like a nude color. And then I have the Cherry Cola one, which it's red, but it's more like a faint light red, and I really, really like it. They feel good. They smell good. Yeah. I recommend this one's called Hocus Cocoa. And it's just a nude, and I really like them. Yeah, okay. Next thing I currently have on my face, because like I said, I'm not gonna, my get ready with me, I did like 6:30 this morning. And yeah. Nothing special, just basic makeup. I have the Maybelline body mascara. My friend Andy actually bought this yesterday, or she's had it and she's showing it. I want to go watch her video. I noticed this morning before I left because I put the TV on. Was that this morning or? No, actually, maybe it was on Instagram. I seen her photo, so I want to go see what her thoughts are on this mascara. I have it on again today. This is so lightweight. And when I talk about one of the next product here, I'm kind of wondering if maybe some things should not be bought from Amazon. And like, I almost want to go to the drugstore or Walmart and buy another tube of this and just see. It's not like fully dry, but it's almost like there's no product in here. And like, so you're really getting, like, I don't see any mascara on this wand. Maybe it's because I'm used to like taking out a mascara wand and it's just packed with product. But like, is that just like a new thing now where we're buying mascaras and they're putting less product inside the tube? Or is it just the formulas are not coming out on the, like, there's nothing on here. Anyways, that being said, it's lightweight and easy to wash off because I wore this yesterday as well, but it was easy to wash off. I don't really have any flaking. There's a mirror back here. I've never really been one that had flaking with mascaras. If I did, like when I was younger, I don't really remember because I probably didn't care or wasn't thinking about it. But it's just a very lightweight, very thin formula, I guess I would say, for this mascara. I like it. I'm just like, where's the product? I feel like that's going to either dry out very, very quickly, or that's like a 1 month use mascara. Anyways, that being said, it's drugstore, it's Maybelline. I do like Maybelline. Never made my lashes clumpy or anything. So it's nice. The Maybelline Plumping Glow Lifter Foundation. I used this one this morning again because I used it yesterday. I'm going to be playing around with this one. I did less powder today than yesterday, and I feel like the glow that we're seeing, that I do, because like my face does have like a nice glow to it, I do not believe it's this foundation whatsoever. I think it's the combination of one of the face powders and the bronzers that I used and the cheek products. It said, yeah, plump and glow. I don't know anyone else's thoughts. I like this foundation, don't get me wrong. I just think for it saying, like, what does plump mean? Moisture? Because like when your skin's moisturized, it's plumpy. And then like the glow. Even before I got the rest of my face products on, I did not see a glow from this. And I'm pretty sure one or more of you also said yesterday you also did not see a glow from this. And mind you, I don't care that there's no glow. But I don't think people should put things on their packaging if it doesn't do that. Because what was I watching? Yeah, I'm kind of chatty. I don't know, but I know for a fact, I think yesterday or day before, I was watching something and someone was using something. Oh my gosh. Of course, I was watching someone and they were using something. Anyways, it was like along the lines, the packaging said that it did something and it absolutely did not do what the packaging said. And I feel like it was also a glowy product. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, I know who I was watching. She's a Canadian. 1 second. Nope, wasn't her. Was it Batty Jean? Darn it. Okay, no, I take that back. Somebody, I think it was either Batty Jean or someone else I was watching the other day. They used a product, and in the description of the product, it said subtle glow. And this person was like, oh, this is like false claims. Like, this product claims that it's glowy and there's absolutely no glow at all. And I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, the packaging says subtle glow. So chances are you're not going to see a glow. And she just kept repeating, like, the packaging says subtle glow, but I'm getting absolutely zero glow. Like, there's no glow at all. Like, this is pretty much, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit of how they went on, but let's just pretend. But she was like pretty much false advertising because there's no glow. And then I just kept looking at my TV like, reread the packaging. It doesn't say it was going to be glowy. It said it would have a subtle glow. Do people not know what subtle means anymore? Anyways, this one doesn't say subtle glow. It just says plump and glow. But I don't see that. Anywho. Yeah. I'm, okie dokie. Just chatty. You know, if you know, you know. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. This is also on my face today. It's the L'Oreal Lumi Bronze Le Stick Soleil. I gotta give it to you. I like this. I thought it was too warm. Yes, melt it. Someone was like, hey, Tammy. It was probably Michelle or Andy or... I know somebody. There's a lot of people that I do actually talk to. Not all just in my comments, but like off of YouTube. And so I just have all these names in my head. They were like, hey, go read the reviews. Maybe it was Fearless and Flow. No, not her. I'm trying to remember who it was. But they're like, did you read go read the reviews or something along those lines on Amazon? So I did, and guess what? The amount of photos that popped up on there from customers where theirs looked like mine as well. And they're all melted. So it's either... And then somebody in one of the reviews said the same thing. Like, okay, first things first. The reviews on this are all excellent. Like, excellent. And I'm in agreement with this. I am surprised how much I actually like this when I only use it twice now. But everybody's was pretty much melted. And someone made the same comment I made. Like, hey, like, it's weird that it's melted because it's winter here. Like, it's cold here. It's not warm whatsoever. So I'm going to assume either it's just the product itself, because it is like a cream to powder and it's so like thin and moussey, lightweight, like, I don't know, and it just blends so nicely. If I leave it like this, it's going to slowly start sliding out. But yeah, all the reviews on this are all good. It just except for the people who got theirs like mine melt it, which seems like a lot of people, at least here in Canada. I'm just gonna use it up. I think it's like an issue with either the storage of it or something. But anywho, so far I really like this. I have the lightest shade, I think, Sun-Kissed Rose. It says light. I like it. It's very pretty. I mean, I have it on today. Wore it yesterday as well. It's a very nice product. All right. I probably could have talked like that forever. NYX, the brow glue. I did use this bad boy today. This is my second one, or is this my new one or no? I can't remember. But anyways, I do like this stuff, and I'll continue to buy it. Then we have the Flower Beauty Micro Pencil in the shade Taupe. I also like this. Flower Beauty. Oh my gosh. Flower Beauty. Well, Flower Beauty is shut down now. Or they are shutting down, one or the other. I found some of their stuff at, I think, either Dollar Store or Dollar Tree. I actually was in my bin yesterday, and I have one more, so that means I bought 2 of these. I do like this micro brow pencil. I've never bought in Flower Beauty because it's so darn expensive at the drugstore. It's like Physicians Formula prices, which I just don't even before like all this inflation crap over the past couple of years, Physicians Formula has always been like expensive. Like they're like bougie drugstore, but I don't think their products are that good from the ones that I have tried. Plus it's all just like overly scented and whatnot. If you love Physicians Formula, I like that for you. There's nothing from them that ever like really stood out to me, because like their bronzers are also, I find they're too warm for my liking. And like, even though some of their stuff does look appealing, it's like every product I think I've ever tried from them has broken me out. All right. This bad boy, I really like this. I use this again today, the Danessa Myricks. I like the tones. I love the tones in here. And just the colors. I like that you can mix and match these. But it's Danessa Myricks Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette. I was on Sephora this morning. Don't worry, I didn't buy anything yet. I was on Sephora this morning. This is still on the Sephora website. I think Canadian, it's like in the $40 range. I bought mine from Ipsy or BoxyCharm, so I probably spent like under $20 on it. And I really like it. Sometimes I'll mix all 4, sometimes I'll just mix these 2, or like the past 2 days I mixed these 2. My nose is itchy, 1 second. And I don't know. I really like this. It's for lips and cheeks. I only use it on my cheeks. I really like this a lot. And there is another one. It's like, I think pinky tones, and you can get that one from Beautylish. And I've gone over like wanting to get that, but I haven't ordered from Beautylish in years. And I don't know, I really like this one. I think I get more use out of this one. I'll never let this go unless it goes bad. It's for cream. The tones, the colors, the formula is good. And then I also have this on again today. This is Dulce Vita NARS blush. I have this dusted over the top. NARS powder blushes are my favorite. I like the NARS, the multiple sticks, and their powder blushes. I have several. I will repurchase all the ones that I do have. Okay, yeah, this is a repurchase. And then I have 2 shades of this, and both shades I would repurchase. I don't know if there's any other shades that I want. I think for the most part, I like this one as a nude, and then I like the cherry cola one that I have for my red. Then we have, this is also on my face today. I'm trying to pick out what I actually have on my face today and then go from the rest of the stuff. The CoverGirl True Blend, the Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Bronzer. I have shade 300, I believe. Honey Bun. I feel like that even though I don't have a marbled hourglass bronzer, but I do have like some of the face powders and blushes. And I do find that this is very similar. It's not like identical dupe to Hourglass. But I bet if you had Hourglass on one side of your face and then the CoverGirl on the other side, aside from like the shade, like the tones being a little different, I don't think you'd really be able to tell the difference between the CoverGirl Skin Enhancer Blush and Bronzers or Hourglass. They have a very similar effect. They're not like super glowy by any means, but it almost looks airbrush a little bit. I'm just looking at my forehead. My forehead does look kind of shiny, eh? Oh, I just wiped away the foundation. Not really, actually. You know what you do? You just sponge over it. There we go. And now I'm wondering, is the glow from the foundation pulling through now? I don't know. It's, you know what, it's really hard to say, but the only way for me to really know is just to wear just the foundation on its own, but that's never gonna happen. I went from wearing like no makeup to like eyebrows and mascara to like skin tints and whatnot to like, I like wearing foundation. I don't know, I like it. Alright, Rare Beauty highlighter. You guessed it, my favorite shade, Mesmerize. I gave my coworker one of them yesterday. I kept this is my favorite one, and then I kept Exhilarate. And what's the other one? There's one more. Well, there's several more, but the other one I gave it to my coworker yesterday because I barely ever have used it. And I kept the two that I use the most, although Mesmerize is my favorite. I will repurchase this one when it's gone. I really like that one a lot. Oh, I made myself an espresso. Alrighty. Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I do like this. For what I use it for, I can start to see the rings in here now, so I'll probably be hitting pan soon. But for what this is for, I'll probably end up buying this again. I just wish that they would get rid of this underside. Just get rid of it. Like, they could literally knock the packaging down to this, and then my brain tells me that they probably do have one this thin, because I feel like I've seen updated packaging. Am I wrong? I don't know. Anyways, Matte and Poreless. I use the shade 112 Natural Ivory. And yeah, I will rebuy that one. Live Tinted. I also used this today. And some of these I've used throughout the week too. This is the Core Brightening, or Hue Skin Brightening Core Setting Powder in the shade Light. I will rebuy this. This is one of those products, I don't know. It's they only have 3 shades for this, light, medium, and dark. They need to get with the times, and really, I mean, they couldn't even come out with like 10 shades. I don't know why. No one talks about it, and I feel like if these guys get up there at the times and come out with more than 3 shades for the entire population of the world, that they would sell. Whenever I use this, and I say every time, I get compliments on my complexion, on my skin. And this, I usually just put it like on the outskirts of my face down here. Sometimes all over. It depends on the look I'm going for. But I really like it. It's like, I want to say it's nothing special, but it must be, because like I said, I like how my skin looks when I use this. So anyways, yes to buying that again. Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb, and this one's in Hot Cocoa, or one sec, Spiced Hot Chocolate. It's one of those like 3-tier ones. It's nice. I have no complaints about it. It's a nice color and smells juicy and berryish. The Fenty Gloss Bombs are my favorite lip product that she has. But yes, I have several of that stuff I like. Surprisingly, I do like this lip liner, and I do like this color, the Maybelline Lifter Liner. I did reply it a few times at work yesterday, but that's because I was putting this gloss on over top of it. So the liner, if you wear the liner on its own and fill in your lips, this will not budge. But once you put like lip gloss or something over it, then yeah, it does kind of start to fade away. But on its own as a matte lip, very, very, very nice. I think think I've seen one more color, but I want to make sure that I'm actually into lip liners. I have been pulling my lip liners out lately. This one, though, I do like it. It's in the shade Lifter. Hang on. No. I was going to say, do I have my glasses on? Just the lighting in here and stuff. Big Lift. Big Lift is the shade name of that one. Alright. It's like, but wait, there's more. Like, way more. I know I'm recording this a day early too, but I want to, my makeup bag is full and the basket, stuff is now into a basket. So that tells me I need to get some of this stuff put away and restart over. Patrick Ta Redimension or Major Dimension 2 palette. I would not recommend this. I would not recommend this unless you go in and swatch the shimmers to make sure you like the formula of the shimmers. I don't like the formula of the shimmers. I find they're kind of bland. They are creamy. And if like these are the kind that you like, then they're good. But I'm so used to like indie brand shimmers that that's what I prefer. I don't know. But these are very, very pretty. I'm keeping this one. I love his matte formula for his eyeshadows. But not a huge fan of his shimmers. Again, they're pretty. They're nice. You can get great looks out of here. Like, there's nothing wrong with the quality. I don't know. Indie girl. I like the indie palettes. So if you like easy, subtle, the ability to go from light to dark for an eyeshadow palette and something a little, not a little, but something bougie, yes, go for the Patrick Ta. And he has 1 and 2. I think most people would probably go with the first one. The first one I didn't like at all, which is surprising because it's a lot more neutral than this one. Like this one's neutral, but this is like more rose gold pink, like mauve-y. But I prefer this one over the first one that he came out with. I do know that if I had his third one, like the all matte one, that would probably be, I would use that all the time. I just really like his matte eyeshadow formula. And I know some people are like, oh, that's expensive, but, and I say that too, but then I'm like, girl, you also spent a lot of money like on a single palette from like other places. Yeah, but there's like a huge difference in like quality, especially not really the mattes. What gets me with the indie brands is like the color stories and the formulas of their shimmers, and it's not just like basic metallics or basic shimmers or satin shimmers, but like the duochromes, the triochromes, just like how some of them are like really holographic and sparkly, and you get ones with like finer sparkles, or you can get ones with like bigger sparkles. Like, to me, indie is worth the money. It is. But like Patrick Ta, like, I don't know. I buy his stuff, yes, because I do like his stuff. Why am I talking about this anyways? I'm not going to buy any more. Like, I'll use this one up. And if I feel like I'm not getting enough use out of it, I'll pass it on. Because this year, for like makeup, I might not do any declutters this year. As I'm using my makeup, if I'm using something or I notice something that's sitting there and I'm like, man, like that's been sitting there since my declutter last year, I'll probably pass it along. Because it was really nice actually when I did do my declutter to get rid of what I got. And most of it, I'd say 95% of it all went to other people. And then 5% went to the trash. And that was probably because it was like lip products, because I don't pass on lip products, mascaras, like some things that you wouldn't want someone else to use because of germs or whatever. But it feels good having less. Am I still buying makeup? Yes. But so far, like, we're in February and I did get makeup last month, but not a lot. Not a lot, especially compared to last year. Anywho, let's move forward because, again, like I said, I'm in a chatty mood. Rare Beauty liquid highlighter. I don't know why I put that over there. I will repurchase this one because I like it, but I'm debating if I might just, this one's Enlighten, I might switch it over when this one's gone to get Mesmerized, since that one's my favorite color. Maybe I'd like to have it in, one second, in the liquid form as well. No one texted me? What? Well, I did get a text from a friend today. Michelle, you know who you are, and thank you. I text back, I just don't know if she got it or not. She's probably busy. I don't even know the time difference between here and Georgia, but... Alrighty, Live Tinted. The hue, this one's Hue Beam, and this is Blush and Bronzer. This one's in the shade Mauve Mauve, or Mauve Mirage. I think there's also... I don't think there's 3 of this. I think there's only 2. That being said, though, will I rebuy this? I do like it. I've been putting this one mostly, like, if you don't want to, like, dig out a blush, don't you hate it when it's, like, the kitchen's really loud because you hear, like, the fridge motor or whatever running, and then it just all of a sudden, like, done, and you're like, it goes super quiet. It's definitely like a blushing bronzer. I think Physicians Formula has something similar, but I really like the tones in this. It's nice and cool. And I just kind of mix them all together, and like the hairline. I don't know if I'll rebuy this one though. The setting powder, absolutely. This one, I don't know. I like it, but I also like really reaching for my other like separate blush and bronzers. But the concept of this is nice, and this product is good. It's a very nice product. I do recommend. I can't remember though if that one has 2 or 3. L'Oreal. This is one of those like gloss balm lacquer things. I have a couple of these. I like them. Rose Harmony is this one. This is like my go-to. And it does smell like the L'Oreal shampoo, I believe. One of them. Then we have one of the e.l.f. Camo blushes. This one's Suave Mauve. I could see me rebuying this shade. It's probably one of my most used shades. I did pass some along when I did my declutter. But like, okay, even if you have money to buy something more expensive, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should or that you have to. The Rare Beauty blushes are good, okay? I'll give you that. And they have some nice colors. The formula are definitely different than these, but you get so much product in this, just like the Rare Beauty one. Like, I think the Rare Beauty ones are in the $30 range Canadian. And then, like, these e.l.f. things are, like, $5 or less. And they're very pigmented. And they got a good range of colors. Like, seriously, get the e.l.f. ones. And everybody's always like, oh, like, Rare Beauty, Rare Beauty. I have 2 of the Rare Beauty ones. And again, they're good. And they are also pigmented. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with the e.l.f. ones. And then, like, the e.l.f. ones also leave, like, a nice glow. Which I also like. Definitely like a thinner formula, but I feel like the Rare Beauty ones are, you know what? I don't know. I'm like trying to visualize the texture of the Rare Beauty one. They're both very good, but even if you have the money to buy Rare Beauty, like seriously, go look at the e.l.f. selection and pick out one of those bad boys. These, I'm not recommending to go buy these. This is like, hey, treat yourself. We all know I treat myself. Like, birthday gift. I got this as a duo. It came with these 2 full-size Armani shadow sticks and the Vertigo Armani mascara. And if you can get things in a kit like that, do it. I got, oh, well, okay, don't do it. Actually, but you know, if you were planning on it, getting one of these, but you can find like a kit, do it that way. But the kit that I got was under $100, and it came with 2 full size of the liquid shadows and a full size of, I think it's the Vertigo Armani mascara. I really like these. So easy to use. Now, I don't have dry eyelids. I also don't have oily. I think I just have normal lids. These don't crease on me, and they don't, like, they last. I can put these on for an 8-hour, 9-hour work shift, and it's still on there. This one's 22M. The M stands for matte. And then this one's 67S, which stands for shimmer. I think I did add 1 or 2 to my Sephora wish list for future times. Will I buy them? You know what? I don't know. This is the kind of product, like, I'm more of an eyeshadow, like, powder person. But I'm also, like, in my mind, I'm like, girl, like, use cream shadow sticks, stuff like that, because they're also easy. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. Anyways, I do like the Armani cream shadows. I like them more than the Makeup by Mario. And I think the Makeup by Mario ones are not that much more, like, cheaper. So, you know, Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. This one's in burnished bronze. I used this the other day when I used those 2 shadow sticks, and I just put it on the outer part of my eye. I also like this. I think I bought like a kit where it came with like 3 of these minis and then like 1 of the full size. Way better deal. Unless you're like, oh, I won't use those colors, then just go buy like a single one of the one that you want to get. You don't always have to get things full size. I do think shadow sticks are, getting them in the mini is a good way to go. CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. I'm going to say, yeah, I recommend these. I have 2 shades. This one is Defined. It's a more cool tone. Looks very gray, but I like how it looks on me. And then, of course, I didn't use this one, but this one's Defined. Defined, I just talked about. Sculpt It. You see, one's more cool tone, one's more. I like them. I do recommend. Yeah. They're easy to blend out. And I do like the colors. Sorry, I'm just scratching my back. And I do like the colors. We have Revlon Color Stay Full On or Full-Time Mascara. Good mascara. It's a nice everyday one. This one, I think I do have a backup of it. Unless I gave it, I feel like I might have given it to the kiddo to use. But I will eventually repurchase this one. It's pretty much dried out now, so that's going to go. Several of my mascaras are dried out, so they're probably going to go. Sephora Size Up Mascara. I've recommended this one, and I've also gifted this one. I do have a backup of this one, and I'm probably going to buy, because I think they have a brown one. I'm going to order the brown one. It's a good mascara. If I had to like narrow down my mascaras to like 5, this would be in there. I like it. Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. I have a couple of backups. It's one of my favorites. I feel like it gives me like a nice soft glow. Evens my skin tone and whatnot out. I like it. Getting tired. Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. I'll use this up. I won't rebuy it. You guys, if you're here long enough, you know I don't really do like concealer, spot correcting, baking. There's a lot of like makeup things that I don't do because for me personally, it's like they're unnecessary steps. I don't need to look like I'm going to the Grammys or anything like that. I'm just a regular, everyday Canadian woman who works at a grocery store. So I don't, like, if you bake and stuff and you work at a grocery store, kudos. I just feel like that's too much for me. And yeah, like, under eye correcting, I still at this point don't feel like I have anything in my eyes. Like, I remember we had to work the other day and I seen some of the kids smiling and they all have like a crap ton of crow's feet, which shows that, like, you know, you're living. And I guess smiling, is that what crow's feet are from? I still don't have them. Like, I watch them and I'm like, when I see people smile, I always like look at their eyes. I told Matt, I was like, I wonder if it's because I don't smile with my eyes. Well, let me know. I don't know. I guess I could Google that, but I don't know. I just think some people, when they smile and they have like the lines, it looks kind of cool. Anywho, Guerlain Terracotta Blush. This one's in Deep Nude. I really like these blushes. They're, I was gonna say expensive, but everything's expensive. It's just, I really like the undertone. This one has a little glow to it. And yeah, I really like these terracotta blushes from Guerlain. Then we have Bayfree Pink Sakura. I think I have 2 more shades of this in my wish list on Amazon, and they come with brushes. I really like these. Nice, if you want like a nice glowy, like dewy cheek, the Bayfree Multi-Glow Balm Moisturizers. They have a clear, and then they have like 5 or 6 shades, or colored ones. L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow tints. I have the shade 120 neutral. I do like this. I go back and forth. What throws me is the color. This one's too yellow for me. So I'm going to use it up, and I already found on Amazon, because I don't think it's at our drugstore anymore right now. But I did find the shade that would be proper for me, and it's on my wish list for when this one's gone, because that is nice to throw on. We have Cosmic Beauty or Cosmic Brushes. I'm not sure what they're going by right now, but this palette, this is so pretty. I do like it. There's like no fallout from this palette at all. You get some very pretty looks. The shimmers are not flaky or anything like that. There's like nothing negative to say about this. Do you need this? No. Is it nice to have though? Absolutely. It's a very pretty, easy to use palette. That can go right there. Holy moly, there's so much stuff. I'm gonna try and not talk too slow. Alright, another Rare Beauty highlighter. This one's in the shade Enlighten. You guys know I like her powdered highlighters. Do recommend. The Danessa Myricks Evolution powder. I have the one pink. I can see me buying this again. It's very powdery. It has a sifter. No one talks about this. Not sure why. But I really like it, especially for setting the middle of my face, because it's a blurring setting powder. Kosas Hot Liner. Lip liner. There's a brush on one end. Liner on the other end, and it does twist. It's nice. It doesn't, I feel like the staying power on this one's not very long, but it's a nice one just to throw on. Very pretty color. It's a very tammy color. It's in the shade Infinite. Yeah. I'll leave it there. I can't remember if this one disappears quickly. Again, if you're not wearing lip gloss over it, it'll probably stay in place, but once you start like putting like oils or gloss on there, it breaks the product down pretty fast. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in brown. Yes, love that. I will repurchase that when it's gone. Natasha Denona Face Glow Cream Shimmer in lights. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the NARS, the Multiple, and Copacabana, but lighter and maybe a thinner formula. Would recommend if you can get your hands on it, and get it when it's on sale. We have Makeup Revolution Wrap Lash Tubing Mascara in black. It's alright. Nothing wrong with it. Would I go rebuy it again? Probably not. If this was like, if I seen it on sale, I probably would buy it. Because again, it's not a bad mascara, and I didn't have any issues with it. Yeah. Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. This is nice. I'm just trying to use it up at this point underneath my... It's not something I'd recommend. Maybelline Lifter Sticks. I have a couple of these, but the one I used was Berry Haze. It's like a tinted lip balm. Nice. Goes on good. You don't need a mirror when you're putting that on. Another Guerlain Terracotta Blush. This one is in light nude. And again, same with like the other one. I like the formula. I like the colors. Are they expensive for what it is? Yes, everything's expensive for what it is. But I do like... I could see me potentially... Sorry guys, I'm itchy. I could potentially see me rebuying one or both of those. Unless I came across something else that I like just as equally. Tarte's Sculpt Tape in Contour and Cool Bronze. If I ever get through this, I'd probably buy it again. But I think I'd buy it on sale, because that's also very expensive for what it is, for what the product that it is. Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Nature. I would not recommend, if this is not a color story for you. If you're looking for like big impact, this is not it. This palette is for the clean girl, the simple, simplistic makeup person. If you want drama, if If you want a little sparkle in your life, this is not it. Very pretty. Again, very easy to use. This is like a beginner's palette, honestly. You cannot mess up with this palette. I don't recommend it just because it isn't anything that blows me out of the water. I like the original Ethereal Eyes. That's my favorite palette from Makeup by Mario. It just, that one sparkles different. I don't know. This is very nice. It's, to me, it's a beginner friendly palette. It's not one where you're gonna be like, oh, if he stops selling it, you won't be like, oh man, why did I wait to get that? Now I can't get it. You wouldn't have thoughts about that. Again, formula, product self's great, but the original Ethereal Eyes, Patrick Ta blush, I really like his blushes. She knows who she is. I think this is like a deep, rich terracotta. I really like his blush. I like the fact that, well, I like the packaging. I like the fact there's a cream and a powder. I don't know. About to throw it. I have several, and I'll rebuy most of the ones that I have. Tower 28 Gloss and Sesame. I do recommend this one. It's a nice everyday color. It's, yeah. It's glossy. I like the color. Yes, I know I have Fenty on underneath. It's okay. But yeah, it's a really nice color. Sesame. I do have the shade Coconut lying around. Unless I finished that one up. I may have finished it. And yeah, the Tower 28 glosses, I feel like their price point is not too bad for Sephora. Rimmel Brow Pro Micro and Soft Brown. That's my go-to. I have a couple backups of that because I seen that yesterday. Do recommend. Who is this? Maybelline Lifter Stick. So it's like I just call it like a concealer. I use this like if I take what cheek products down too low, I'll take this and go across and like just clean it up a little bit. Or I'll put it like here, wherever, if I use it to fix up eyeshadow if you want. I would buy it again. I like that. It's not necessary. You don't get a lot of product though. What's the price on it? I can't remember. I feel like it's kind of expensive for the amount of product you get in there. ABH Blush Stick. One of my favorite blush shades ever. Latte. Still on Sephora. It's that shade right there. Just a nice nude. I don't know, very pretty. I would love to have like a monochromatic look with just that shade. That would be very pretty. I do recommend. Get it while it's still available. Kulfi. This is one of those kohl eyeliners. This one's in black. I got like a duo of these eyeliners from Ipsy or BoxyCharm. They're nice, using them up. Don't recommend them because even though I'm not one who like uses eyeliners, I think there's better out there. Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. Again, kind of like with that L'Oreal. Probably this is too yellow for me. I'm going to finish using it up and then I'm going to buy, like, this is a favorite mascara of mine. This just makes my complexion look so nice. Like, I like how my makeup looks when I'm using this. So when this one's gone, I am going to go to Sephora and get myself the correct shade. Because again, it's too yellow for me. But I can make it work. Work. Give Me Glow Bronze Bombshell Bronzer. This one's in Swim Shady. I do like. I got this one and a couple other ones when they were on the website for like $5, and I have no regrets. It's a nice formula. I like the colors and the tones they have. I'm so sleepy. Hourglass Ambient Palette. I've said this before, I'll continue saying it. I won't use this one, but like these two powders I do like. I feel like one's more of a setting powder or finishing powder, and the other one's more of like a highlight, but I just mixed these two together. I will use these up, and when I do, I will buy just a single of one of them. I just don't know which one I would get. I think maybe this one. It's just the undertones of them are different. Like one's more peachy. Yeah, I think I would get this one here full size. But I'm going to use these two up. And then not that bronzer. I don't like that one, bronzer. Not on me. But those finishing powders, they look so pretty just when you're done your makeup. All right, last thing, which is crazy. Because I swear I used more than this. But I don't think I did. Simply Posh Cosmetics Black Cherry Palette. I like this. Will I rebuy it? No. Now that I have it, I just feel I wish there was like a bit more difference in the shimmers. Like the mattes, they're perfectly fine. I just wish there was more of a variation, or I don't know. I feel like we could have done with just one of these ones and then one of these ones. Or at least like this one or that one, not both. Because these both pull like to a green. Even though this one has like other colors in it, they both have green. We only need one with a green shift. And then this one and this one both kind of have like that fuchsia color. I just feel like one of these two could have been changed. And yeah, I don't know. This is not for you if you don't like monochromatic palettes. This is not for you if you already have this color story. This is not for you if you prefer more shimmers than mattes, because this is 2 row mattes, 1 row shimmers. Again, if you're not into monochromatic, don't buy this. This is for someone who likes monochromatic. This is for someone who likes mauvey berry tones. If you're not into mauvey berry tones, don't buy this. It's not for you. If you look at this and you're like, wow, I would only use like 6 of those shades, this palette is not for you. When I look at palettes now, when I'm buying them, so like for instance, this size, the only way I would be like, no, I'm not buying that. Oh my gosh. Crap. I think I was going to phrase that incorrectly. Like if there's a whole row in here of shades that I wouldn't use, I would not buy this, because then you would have 6 shades that you're not going to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then you only have 12. So do you really want to spend money on something where there's like going to be like a whole section of it that you don't use? No. Anyways, the formula of that is good. Is that my only palette from them? I believe so. That's my only palette from them that I've ever bought. I'm wiped out. I don't even know if they have another palette that I would want or that I would actually use. Speaking of palettes, I do have an I Feel Beautiful Canada order coming. And my friend Eden knows what I ordered. It's 2 things I really wanted. And then I was telling her it might be my last order from I Feel Beautiful Canada for a while. Because yes, I know in videos I was like, oh, like I have all these palettes on I Feel Beautiful Canada on my wish list. Some of them, like, yeah, I do really like them. But I'm trying to think, like, logically. Me liking something's not enough for me to buy it. I have to, like, visualize. If I can't visualize certain looks with it, or visualize certain colors that are in that palette, me pulling for. Because, again, I don't want to buy something, like, especially eyeshadow that's expensive. Or anything that's expensive. But I don't want to buy an eyeshadow palette where I see myself doing the same look every time, or not like really utilizing it either on its own or with other palettes. So some of the palettes that I said that I was going to get, I probably might not. But like I said I was going to get the new Singe Beauty Succulent palette. That one's so, I mean, it's so pretty. But realistically, am I going to pull for that one more than another palette that I already have, or another palette that is also on my wish list? So I ordered 2 of the palettes. There's several that I want, but I'm just like, realistically, there's like one Adept Cosmetic palette that I want. But I tell myself, realistically, how often are you going to pull that one out? I find that I really like Cosmic Brushes or Cosmic Beauty a lot. I really like my Krypton Cosmetics. I really like my Odin's Eye. Unearthly. I can't remember all the names, but like my Natasha Denona, I'm not even pulling for those. And I did my declutter in November, December, and we're like in February now. So, I don't know. I don't want to buy something for the sake of buying it, or like, oh, I'll definitely use it, but then not use it. So, anyways, I was telling my friend Eden that this might be my. I say this, but overnight I could be like, oh, never mind. But I'm saying this now that it could be a bit before I do another order, because the only palette that's left on the I Feel Beautiful Canada website that I have my eye on is the No Per Coalescence palette, but that one's sold out. Let me go on, because you know what? I've gotten so used. I've been still looking at makeup on Sephora and different sites and whatnot this entire time, but like since doing that last order in October with Unearthly, my urge or whatever to like want everything is like kind of going. Yeah, this is like right away on my main feed page. So pretty, but if we really put some thought into it, this is not a color story that like these are not colors that I'm wearing. And if I do, it's because like I get a palette that has something in it like this. Now I know I have all these colors. Maybe the shimmers are different or the tones or whatever, but if I'm going to buy a palette like this, do I want it to be this one? I mean, I know I could create looks with it, but I'm thinking I'm not going to get the Singe one. Let's go into I Feel Beautiful Canada, because that's where I tend to buy most of my indie palettes. I'm not going to tell you guys the two that I bought, but I did say I was getting both. One came back in stock, and I was like, whoop, get it. Okay, so I already said I wasn't going to get the this one here from Deanna Nicole from Bella Beauté Bar. Very pretty, monochromatic. I watched enough people use this, though, for me to be like, okay, like that looks fantastic, but I don't wear pink eyeshadow. So I don't need like a full-on monochromatic pink. Not to mention it's Bella Beauté Bar. And again, I don't have the exact shades, but I do have pink berry tones from Bella Beauté Bar in my collection. So I have enough of that. So that one's like off my radar. I'm not showing you guys that one because I think that's the one I bought. Yes. Make you guys wait. Like the best way. I already have that one. You guys, that was like one of my best purchases. Yeah, like see, I have a pink right there. There's some pink and like purpley tones, but yeah, there's a pink there. And I do have other Bella Beauté Bar palettes. The crystallized palette, yeah, that's a great palette. Why am I on here? I was trying to remember. Oh, to show you guys ones I said I was going to buy, but I'm not going to now. This one here from... What brand is this? Save the date. The new Artificer palette. What brand is that? How come the brand's not on here? Fantasy Cosmetica. I was going to buy the Artificia palette. I've decided I'm not. I've got so many grungy shadows in my collection that I have, and this one, although pretty and I'd use it, it just to me it looks very standard for an indie palette, so I'm not buying that one anymore. What was another one I said I was gonna buy? This one here from Krypton Cosmetics, the Apocalypse. This one's still okay, it's still on my radar. Here's what's making me want to buy it. I really like this purple rosy quad over here. This gray quad, I already know I have this somewhere in my collection, but like this, yeah, the rosy purple quad, I really have my eyes on. But that shimmer looks to me there like it turns green, and I don't know, I'm just tired of like all the shimmers turning green. And then I'm looking at this quad of the reds, and I'm like, The only like shades in there that I probably wouldn't have already is like just that red matte, because I'm pretty sure I have something similar to those ones. Anyways, I'm saying that I'm not going to bother buying that one now. The Adept palette that I keep going back and forth on. I have Adept palettes, and I've kind of like took 2 or 3 of them and kind of like swapped out shades and whatnot. Would I get this palette and would I like it enough to just leave it alone? Like, that's the question. The mattes that are in here, they're cool tone. I'm learning that I like cool tones, but it comes down to like the actual colors and if they're gonna look murky on me. So like buying this palette, I feel like I only want to buy it so I can get my hands on the shimmers that are in the palette. And then like I've seen swatches of it. Here's a different photo of it. I've seen this palette being swatched, but are all the shimmers, I have to go back because I know someone who sent me photos. Are the shimmers all, do they all shift the same or similarly, or are they all completely different? Because I don't want to buy, I like Adept's formula a lot, but I don't want to buy another one of their palettes where the shimmers all are shifting the same purple, green, yellow, gold, you know, because I have enough of that. Okay. No lie, I almost went and ordered this the other day. I stopped myself. I was like, you there, don't go any further. DD Signature from the Roots. I mean, this is actually a very pretty palette. It is a palette that I would use because it's neutral, it pops the color. I just don't like that there's only 4 shimmers in here. I mean, and I've seen this palette swatched and used, and the looks all look very nice, and the swatch is beautiful, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done 8 and 8. Like, why not do 8 mattes, 8 shimmers? I probably actually would have bought it then. Quite frank. I don't need this one, but guys, yes, my brain is back to thinking about this one. And again, like I said, I'm probably not going to order another palette from these guys for quite some time because my mind's not set on any of these. But tell me why I'm still thinking of the Dark Dreamscape palette. Purple's my favorite color. I like pretty colors. But I remind myself, I'm like through and through a neutral girl. Like every one of my videos, I could literally just do a neutral eye look every single time using different palettes and whatnot. I like colorful looks, yes, but I like them more on other people. Me, I feel like I like more like neutral, grungy, smoky. I mean, I have had some very nice looks where it's kind of like a mix of color and neutrals. So this palette though, it's got a yellow in there. I absolutely do not need it, but if you have the Dreamscape palette, I bet you're enjoying it. Anyways, I'm not gonna buy it. What was the other one I said I was going to buy, but I'm not going to anymore? Oh, this one here, the Unearthly Gothic Romance. I was going to go ahead and buy this one because of the mattes, but it only has like, what, 4 shimmers, maybe 5. Very pretty, and you'll hear me say pretty a lot, but that's usually what gets me. But I don't know. Between this one and another one that I was looking at, the other one has been in my head since the day I saw it, so I ordered the other one. I'm not saying like absolutely no on this one. If I'm still thinking about it how I have been, I'll probably get it. How many shimmers are in this one? Does it say? No. Four? My thing with this one though is it's neutral. It's straight up neutral. But some of the shades look so similar. Like, I know, like, that looks like a white, and then, like, that's, like, a grayish white, and then we have, like, a whitish pink down here. But then over here we have, like, a peachy color, and, like, another grayish color. It looks like it has, like, a hint of green in it, but that one's a shimmer. And then you have, like, another beige nude up there. I do like having a white matte shadow in a palette, and I like having at least one like like my skin tone kind of color matte in there. But some of these, it just looks kind of redundant. Huh. I mean, it's pretty. I would definitely use it, but no. Anyways, was that the last one? The one that I'm waiting for to come back is, yeah, the No Per Coalescence palette. Because I feel like this one, neutral, pops of color. If I'm going to buy something with pinks and purples and whatnot in it right now, it's going to be this. I don't know. Every time I see people using this one, I'm just like, yes, please. Like, it actually kind of reminds me of an Odin's Eye palette. Like, not looking at the palette, but looking at like it looks like these color, like this color story I may actually already have inside one of my Odin's Eye palettes. What do you guys think? I think so. But I still, that's a palette that I have not stopped thinking about. And I think that's it. Like I said, there's some on here that I'm like, oh, it's so nice. So pretty. But it's like, realistically, I'm also waiting to see, not see, I've actually seen the inside. I do want to get the two Ensley Rain palettes. If I Feel Beautiful Canada gets them, I hope they get them at the same time. And they give the option to do separate or together. I just want to buy the two palettes together, not the rest. If it comes with other stuff, I don't want the other stuff. Oh, I'm seeing the palette that I have that I want to take out. The Adept Cosmetics Vivette palette. That is such a good one, guys. That color story. Anyways, I think that's it. Well, what do you guys think of the Beauty Below palette? That's one I still look at and think I'd use you. I feel like it's a lot more subtle than the other one that I showed. Damn, I could look at eyeshadow palettes like all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? Because they're just pretty. I'm going to get on edit here because I've been here long enough. I got chores to do. Distracted myself. Oh, I want to see. Okay, so this one actually does wipe away. If you leave it be for a bit, I'm like putting pressure, but not a ton. So that one can blend away. That blush definitely does. Okay. I had a cloth. Yeah, I think that's that. I'm gonna go make some homemade Rice Krispie squares with some sugar cookie cinnamon toast crunch cereal, I think it's called. Mix that in there for some deliciousness. Alright guys, thanks for chilling out, hanging out. Let me know. I don't know. Talk to me in the comments. I don't know why I said let me know, because I don't know. Until next time, have a good one. You guys will probably see me back here tomorrow for a get ready with me. And if you don't worry about it. I got the weekend off, so I'm hanging with Matt. So if I don't do a get ready with me this weekend, it's because I'm hanging out with Matt. Or like we decide to sleep in or whatever. Otherwise, until tomorrow, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.